for the average guy who is a seasoned professional now, he's about 28, 29. He's in love with a girl and he wants to get her a really nice diamond, but he also wants to be a little cost effective. And if he wants to go for a natural diamond. I asked the same question to a lot of the girls in my office, and they said that the generally accepted thing in urban India is a diamond which is worth between 3 to 5 lakh Indian rupees.
Correct.
Would you agree with that? But there's also no upper limit.
3 to 5 lakh rupees you can get depending on the quality you want. But say you want to go for a decent quality, which is an HI color, VS clarity, you'll get about a 1.4 carat, 1.3 carat, which is a decent size. It's a nice gift to give. But what happens 3 to 5 lakh is your engagement ring, which you're proposing the person you're marrying. She tends to wear it throughout her life. Like my grandmother, she wore a 2 carat her whole life and she liked big stones. But that time there was no lab grown option. So she couldn't wear a big size.
So if you spend 3 to 5 lakhs on a natural diamond,
You can get a nice 1.2 to 1.4 carat. A very decent looking one.
and what if you go for lab grown diamonds with that 3 to 5 lakh rupees,
You can get a 4 carat.
which is how big?
Well, I'm not wearing a 4 carat, but a 4 carat is, say, something smaller than this, a little bit smaller.
Half this size.
No.
A fourth.
1/3 less.
2/3 of what you're wearing.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
But yeah, see, 1.2 carat also is a very decent size. 1.4 carat also is a very decent size. The only thing is, today's aspiration is more towards bigger stones because lab grown has come. See, you have an option. If you don't have an option, you don't have an option. So even a 0.5 cent, half a carat, was a very decent ring. I proposed my wife with a half a carat because at that point of time, that's what I could afford. That's what I bought.
The story of most guys in their 20s.
Correct. So you're not going to buy more than half a carat.
Isn't there some rule like you spend a month's salary or 2 months' salary on that diamond?
Well, that was De Beers' nice marketing strategy. So they said 2 months' salary remain forever.
What is De Beers?
De Beers is, well, listen, man, I actually look up to De Beers. They were the first ones to actually introduce, for me, the best marketing campaign I've ever heard about.
They're the first diamond entrepreneurs of the world.
They were the first ones to control the diamond market.
Okay.
See, I haven't really got into the history. They told me it's De Beers and it's De Beers. I know them as De Beers.
Yeah.
I know that they controlled most of the mines and they controlled the supply of rough. So normally you would have to be a site holder of De Beers to be able to get the rough diamonds, and that would come to India, cut, polish, and then re-exported.
Gotcha.
So
So
De Beers,
in the supply chain, they are kind of at the start. They help with the mining of the diamonds.
they mine the diamonds.
They mine
and
the
then they'll sort the diamonds.
Gotcha.
And then you buy your package. So De Beers, you call yourself a site holder when a part of the site which is being mined is for you. So in India, you have a lot of site holders when it came to natural diamonds.
Okay.
And they would send you and you would cut, polish it, and then sell it to the rest of the world. Now, De Beers, how they control the monopoly was by owning all the mines. You know, like how when you play Monopoly game, that we keep on buying properties, and then you end up winning the game and you're celebrating with your friends and saying, wow, what, I won the game. De Beers did that. Now, the problem with lab-grown diamonds is that there is no monopoly. Everybody can buy a machine and grow it. So that is where De Beers has taken a little bit of a beating. I mean, you hear a lot of articles, De Beers for sale and this and that. But I actually admire them. Because the way they created diamonds, the way they created the story, the way they said 2 months' salary is forever, the way a man proposing to a woman going on his knees and giving the ring, it's amazing.
Like a marketing strategy is so strong that every man today assumes that before his marriage, he's going to have to purchase diamonds.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Like you culturally shift the nature of the earth.
Me as a person creating a brand today, I look up to them, man. How they change the mindset of a person. Today, we look at lab-grown diamonds also is standing here in the market because natural diamonds existed. No natural diamond, there wouldn't be a lab-grown diamond.
Can we talk a little bit about this highly controversial topic of lab-grown diamonds versus natural? Like everyone's got like their own opinions on it. Again, I represent a very minimal kind of personality, which I actually think is a good extension of how the masses in India think. It's going to take some time for India to adopt bling as culture. I'm talking about the masses. I'm not talking about urban. It's already
I
started.
don't think so. Huh?
You think it's already started?
Well, I'll tell you, man. I just introduced this line. It's called vermile gold. We call it solitario created gold, but it's actually vermile gold. What is vermile gold? So we've created a silver base, which is your silver jewelry, wrapped with 2.5 micron gold on it. Cost of gold has gone down. Where you're going to be spending 8,000 rupees per gram, more or less, plus making plus. Here you're spending around 1,000 to 1,500 per gram. And then you're putting lab grown diamonds to it, which is again certified by the same laboratory as natural diamonds, IGI. I'll tell you a very touching story about this when you're talking about the masses. My driver for Raksha Bandhan this year gifted his sister a jewelry piece, a vermile gold with diamond tennis bracelet for 15,000 rupees. So they like it. They just couldn't access it. Today, I want to make it accessible to them.
Gotcha. There's too many things to unpack here. There's like 10 things to unpack. So I'm going to ask you all those questions. Okay, the first question is for the men. Because I know a lot of men and women actually. Modern men and women view jewelry as an investment. Is it an investment?
For me, it's never been an investment. See, I'm Indian, but I lived in the Western world.
Yeah.
As soon as you would buy a jewelry piece, it would be already half the price.
So it's a liability?
Of course it's a liability. Jewelry is a liability.
Really?
Gold is asset.
Okay, so if it's pure gold, then it's an
Then
asset.
it's asset. Then it's bullion. Jewelry was meant to accessorize yourself. If we go back to our country, years back, when Cartier first came to India, who were the jewelry for? Kings and queens. And they didn't buy it as an asset. Trust me, they didn't need that asset. But they wore it to accessorize themselves. As I come back to the beginning, what I told you, I like accessorizing. I feel like a king when I'm wearing good diamonds. And it's all about feeling, right? So yeah, I wouldn't call it an investment. There's so many things you can invest in.
Like?
Well, starting from mutual funds,
Okay.
going to LIC, going...
I thought we were going to talk about like watches or something. No,
Watches also is a good investment, except now the market is a little bit low. But let's see, now with the Trump tariffs that he's put a 39%, I think also on watches, I think the price will go up. So it will be a good investment. But watches, if you buy the classic, you buy a Patek, you buy a Richard Mille, you buy a Audemars Piguet. Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's just a very responsible older dude thing to say to a lot of younger dudes who perceive luxury as aspirational. No harm, it's great. Go for it.